toxic social media. Hold your horses there. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome back to the InuYasha Vlogs, and holy crap, in the span of 6 hours, we got a lot of updates here. So a couple videos ago, I brought in the breaking news that InuYasha is coming back in a sequel series that revolves around InuYasha and Shishomaru's daughters, apparently, and the new adventures that await in the feudal fairy tale. But since that video came out, we got a shit ton of extra announcements here, and a lot of those announcements confirm what the hell this is going to be. And in short, it's gonna be a new anime series, which, woohoo! And not only that, it's an anime series that's actually going to air in November this year. What the... How? How the fuck were we not aware of this for so goddamn long that this show is going to air in November 2020? A year that honestly just really sucks ass. But hey, I guess InuYasha is the light at the end of the tunnel, so, InuYasha brings people together, I guess. InuYasha declares world peace, man! So some of these articles come from Toonami, some of these articles come from Viz, and some of them come from so many sources that it's pretty much confirmed at this point we're getting a sequel anime. Now I get to talk more about it! So first of all, the first bit of news actually came from Toonami's Twitter feed, I believe, and it says that Sunrise Animation will be doing the animation for this new series. And yeah, they did the work on the original series, so yes, more of the original stuff coming back.
It'll be like a family reunion.
We had reports of Rumiko Takahashi working on this, as well as Kara Wanda coming back. So Sunrise doing the animation studio work? Awesome! But the biggest update I can actually confirm is that Viz Media got the rights to InuYasha once again. For those who don't know, InuYasha was pretty much Viz's biggest, highest grossing franchise they've ever obtained. So it's pretty obvious they're gonna get the rights to this InuYasha sequel series. That's like Funimation not getting the rights to Dragon Ball. It's just not physically possible. The two mesh so goddamn together. We'll talk about what I'm expecting from Viz in a sec, but Viz just put out an announcement on the licensing, including a plot synopsis. Okay, there's announcing something, and then there's letting too much out of the box. I mean, I get the show is distributed by Warner Brothers, but in this case, you gotta be more like Lucasfilm. Don't let too much out of the bag with this shit. Let people have discussions and come up with conceptions. It makes for good free publicity, so don't let too much out of the box. But I'm just gonna read out what they said on their website. Kagome! Yes, I actually can do a really good Richard Ian Cox InuYasha voice, and I've been practicing on it, and a lot of people say I would be good in an InuYasha abridged series. InuYasha! Shishomaru! An entire generation of anime fans heard these names yell. I almost said yeeted. God damn it, this generation. Funny enough, Adult Swim actually did a promo that actually mocked this cliche in the show.
InuYasha?
Kagome!
InuYasha!
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 Kagome!
InuYasha! InuYasha!
Actually, as a side note, guys, if you want something to do as a fun little game during the time you're going to be binge watching the original series again, especially the new fans, you can actually create an InuYasha drinking game by taking a shot for all the cliches and running gags they have in the show. For example, take a shot whenever they say sit. Take a shot whenever they shout each other's names.
InuYasha!
Kagome!
Take a shot whenever Moroku gropes some girl. Take a shot whenever Jockin does something stupid.
For the poison has taken hold and soon will claim your life! I really should keep my mouth shut.
Take a shot whenever Koga and InuYasha have a rivalry over Kagome.
Sorry, Kagome. I know you must have been worried about me.
Take a shot every time InuYasha goes after Kikyo.
I never stopped thinking about you, not even for an instant.
And finally, take a shot whenever Naraku gets away.
He got away. No! Come back and fight me!
I swear to God, Naraku's more of a pussy of running away from fights more than General Grievous.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
InuYasha is one of those rare legacy titles that ushered in a massive wave of viewers brand new to the world of anime. Yeah, you're goddamn right about that, Viz. Even though I started off with Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z as a child, InuYasha introduced me into adulthood. In more ways than one, I can tell you that. I love you so much, Kikyo. With its beautiful and fantastic world, That is an understatement. In fact, can I just point out that InuYasha has the same level of quality of awesomeness as Ridley Scott's Legend? If you guys don't know what Ridley Scott's Legend is, go check it out right the fuck now. It's pretty much the Zelda movie y'all been wanting. Forever bickering cast of lovable characters and thrilling battles, the series was destined to become a classic cherished by millions. That's also an understatement because I put InuYasha on par with story and world building with Lord of the Rings. I'll say this right now, Rumiko Takahashi is the J.R.R. Tolkien of Japan. But there's more of this world to be explored. God damn it, Sunrise! You are actually taking what I've wanted to see from the series, and that's just more world building. If you guys want to know how far I was gonna go with this shit, we were gonna go to not just feudal Japan, we were gonna go to feudal Europe. We were gonna see more of where the demons are in like the England worlds and shit. Were there goblins? Were there dragons? Was it more like Narnia or Middle Earth? This is something I wanted to explore in the mythology and see how far this would go. But no, Rumiko Takahashi has to beat me to the punch. Mrs. Takahashi, be honest. Have you been reading my old fanfictions? The daughters of Sesshomaru and InuYasha set out on a journey transcending time. Transcending time, holy shit, does this mean the Bone Eater's Well is coming back? The Bone Eater's Well is basically the Doctor Who time travel minus the police in the box. Okay, enough of the jokes, let's get to the damn plot. In feudal Japan, half-demon twins Towa and Setsuna, holy shit, they named one of them Setsuna. If you guys don't get the reference, in InuYasha Movie 3, there's a character named Takimaru of Setsuna, who is actually kind of a love flame with InuYasha's mother Izayoi. Long story short, Takimaru and InuYasha's father clashed into battle, both of them ended up dead, and then Takimaru was revived with InuYasha's father's old hell sword Saunga. It's actually the best film in the 4-part series. Look, fans, I know how much you loved InuYasha and Kagome kissing in Movie 2, but let's be honest, Movie 2 is not as good as you remember it being.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not listening. La 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 la.
I'll explain it in a future video down the line, don't worry. Towa and Setsuna are separated from each other during a forest fire. This sounds awfully like a depressing Disney film. Or a Don Bluth movie. While desperately searching for her younger sister, Towa wanders into a mysterious tunnel that sends her into the present-day Japan. Well, that's how they get the power of the Bone Eater's Well again. It's not just a well now, it's a tunnel. That actually technically happens in the PS2 InuYasha game Cursed of the Face Mask. There's apparently 2 other people from modern-day Japan who find portals to the feudal era, so it makes me wonder if Japan has this hollow earth time travel problem. It's one of those things they didn't really physically explain. Oh god, I hope they don't. But if they don't, fuck it, I'll talk about it at some point. If you still want to help my InuYasha fan film, go support us on Patreon. Just $1 or more will get you early access to all of our content as well as other special features. Where she is found and raised by Kagome Higarashi's brother Sota and his family. Holy shit. Sota has a family now. That little brat is going places. So does this mean he's inherited the Higurashi shrine? Is the mom voiced by Cybersix still living there? Is Grandpa dead? Oh god, don't tell me Grandpa's dead. Grandpa Higurashi was one of the funniest characters in the show. Right, these pickles are full of history. Not half as full as you are. Joined by Morhora, the daughter of InuYasha and Kagome? Oh my god, they had a daughter. Oh my god, they had a daughter. Oh my god, they had a daughter. Oh my god, they had a daughter! This also means they finally really did it. You maniacs! You smashed! Ah, damn you! God damn you all to hell! But seriously, congratulations, y'all had kids and smashed. The 3 young women travel between the 2 eras on an adventure to regain their missing past. So it's basically InuYasha on amnesia. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds like an interesting story, and I trust Rumiko Takahashi to continue the franchise in an awesome new way that stays in the tone of the original series, but I'm not too sure about the constant time jumping. I mean, it was appropriate in the original series because it made for comic effect whenever InuYasha went back to the present time. He had to wear a ball cap to hide his dog ears. It was just fucking hilarious. But if they're going in between worlds to kind of figure out who they are and where they came from, how far into the future is this series? It makes me really question whether or not the original cast is even coming back for this one. I mean, is the whole gang dead? Are they old? Is Sesshomaru a skeleton like their father, for God's sakes? If that's the case, what happened to Tetsaiga? What happened to Bakusaiga? And if you're constantly going to be time jumping, does this mean that there's going to be demons in both the feudal era and present time? Does this mean Naraku's going to come to the present time? Which, oh my god, that would be crazy. A revived Naraku coming back to invade present-day Japan would be just terrifying. And let me tell you, there's no Avengers to save you from that shit. Especially Samyosha, because Samyosha are actually a real thing right now in the real world, and I'm fucking scared. I can't be the only one who's made that joke currently. A new feudal fairy tale begins with Yashahime, Princess Half-Demon. Princess Half-Demon. I love it. Keep reading on the site and follow Viz Media on Twitter for more updates. Okay, Viz, I have a question, and since you've got the license, please tell me this means Ocean Studios cast is coming back. If you do not bring back Richard Ian Cox and David Kay, who play InuYasha and Sesshomaru and are seen on the goddamn poster, you've lost me. I mean, to be fair, I kind of got a new BigJackFilms review coming out this Friday that kind of rips into Viz a little bit, but that's for a totally different franchise that they took over later. But I think it's kind of essential you bring the cast back in some capacity. I mean, you're obviously pulling a Force Awakens here, so I guess it's sort of a passing of the torch to the next generation. But I swear, if you come up with a thing where this takes place like 100 years later, and all the characters are essentially dead and we just have this new generation, it's ballsy, but also kind of a misstep. I mean, I want to see InuYasha and Kagome again. I want to see Sesshomaru again. I want to see Moroku and Sango and what their kids are doing. Actually, shit, I just missed a plot line here. 10 years later, the tunnel that connects the two eras reopens. Okay, awesome. Allowing Towa to be reunited with Setsuna, who is now a demon slayer working for Kohaku. Oh, shit. Kohaku is now an old man. I guess he's essentially the leader of the demon slayers now. So we get to see him at kind of his father's age? Well, that's definitely gonna bring back some awkward flashbacks. And if that's the case, where's Sango this whole time? Is she just an old withered lady like Kaede, going around with her Kiadi coats like it's a goddamn walker? I can't carry it on my back anymore, Kohaku, so now I gotta use it as a goddamn walker. Come on, Moroku, your wind tunnel ain't there anymore. You gotta get the work done, sonny. The only character I see kind of coming back is Kilala, only because she seems like an immortal character who was there since Midoriko had the Sacred Jewel. But I really don't know about seeing these characters at an old age. I kind of want them to come back and be the same. But on the plus side, if that's the case, I can still do my goddamn fan film. Because hopefully it'll allow me to still tell the story in between Final Act and this new series. Because let me tell you, I had a whole bunch of story outlines planned for that shit. On top of that, what I really love about this series coming back is the fact that the fans have essentially been revived. What was really depressing about the last decade is that the InuYasha fandom was essentially dead. Rarely did I see cosplayers at Comic-Cons. At conventions like Anime North, there was only a small group of us. But now with this new show, I am absolutely loving the community right now. The community is high on the rise, fans are rewatching the show, and the memes... oh god, the memes. The one meme I'm seeing a lot of that is absolutely hilarious is... so if Sesshomaru has kids, who's the mama? It pretty much confirms all the fan fictions and the shipping between these two, which is downright hilarious. In fact, I'm still seeing some fans saying, oh, Kagura shouldn't have died, she should have stayed with Sesshomaru. But since Naraku died, that would have followed Samurai Jack rules where Ashi was destroyed because Haku was destroyed, so the same would apply with Kagura being destroyed because Naraku was destroyed. I don't know if one can live with the other, but that's what backstories are for that I'm currently writing. I have to give major props to Janice Jade for helping me write some of the storylines for Kagura's backstory in this upcoming fan film series I want to do. I can't say much, but there's a little leak right there. So with all these updates, we pretty much confirmed that this is going to be an anime series airing in November 2020. Viz has the distributing rights, which probably means the Ocean Dub cast is coming back. And we got essentially our first story plot line, which so far I'm kind of 50-50 on, but overall I'm super excited. But just for now, Sunrise and Viz, please no more information. I just can't keep up with these videos, and I want to do more of my regular InuYasha vlogs. I want to get to season 2, damn it! But for now, I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on these these recent updates, let me know in the comments section below. And when this pandemic's over and we get to go to Comic-Cons again, are you guys going to be cosplaying InuYasha characters? God, I hope so. And on top of that, are you guys going to binge watch the series? Let me know in the comments section below. We might do these as a regular thing as part of the vlogs, just updates on the current production of this new series. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off saying no more updates for a bit. Give it about 5 months. Later.